Hi, my name is Dr. Susie Keane and I work at the University of South Wales, and generally speaking I'm a chemist. So I actually studied science in Australia and I did a science degree, a Bachelor of Science with a double major in chemistry, and then I went on to do an honours degree with a major in chemistry, and then went on to do a PhD in chemistry as well. I spent a lot of time actually doing a lot of demonstrating to undergraduate students when I was doing my Masters and PhD, and I found I really enjoyed that. So something I did while I was doing my PhD is I actually did a teaching degree part-time as well. All those experiences combined led me to quite a varied career since I graduated. The main reason I went on to study chemistry at university was because my chemistry teacher had brought in a friend of his who was actually working in the chemical industry in one of our lessons, and he basically told us about his job and he told us about what he did, and it was the first time I'd actually seen one of the subjects I was studying in high school linked to the world of work, and that inspired me then to go on and study that. So something I say to people who are interested in studying a chemistry degree is that it can take you wherever you want to go, and it opens up such a wide range of opportunities, and that's reflected in my own career. My first job was actually in the Australian outback in a lead smelter. My job there was primarily to do lots of routine analysis from the plant, but also to do some problem solving and process development. I then went from the outback to a tropical island in Queensland, Boyne Island, where I was working in an aluminium smelter, and very similar thing there. I then took the opportunity to move to the UK and undertake a postdoc, and that was a fantastic opportunity. I'd never lived and worked in the UK before, but I got to experience working with so many different cultures and so many different people. So I was lucky to see a publishing position come up back in Australia, where I was working as the editor on the Australian Journal of Chemistry. So after 2 years in publishing, I undertook a research position. The job that I was doing there was primarily aimed at solving industrial problems, and it was my first job of sort of managing a lab as well. I guess by that stage I knew that I'd used a lot of my science background, but something that I hadn't done was actually use necessarily all the skills that I'd gained from my teaching degree, and this was the first opportunity to combine the two. So I spent 5 years working as the chemistry lecturer at East Port Talbot College. I was so lucky that an opportunity at the University of South Wales opened, and so I started at the University of South Wales as senior lecturer, and now here I am, the academic subject manager for chemistry and pharmaceutical science. So I think there is a general stereotype of the typical chemist out in society, that this view that chemists are generally all male. The majority of people, the majority of academics are actually male. I'm proud to say that within our own department we actually have quite a high proportion of women. If you look at the male to female ratio now in the student population, especially in chemistry, that's now generally still 50-50. I think it's really important to have a strong representation of women within the STEM subjects, is because it's people working in these areas that are really going to go on to solve the world's problems. But the world isn't predominantly male. It's important that women are a part of that journey.